Now today is Sunday, and today should have been the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. However, it hasn't happened. Anyway, Mercedes were meant to bring part 1 of their kind of B-spec car evolution of the W14, which has been a massively troubled car for them. However, we're not going to see it until next weekend at Monaco, so I thought before that new B-spec car arrives, let's actually do a bit of a salute or a goodbye to this old version of the W14. Now down below I've left timestamps for the video, but basically click to the part of the video that interests you the most. But in this one we are driving as George Russell, and as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, we are putting every single Mercedes car from the modern era up against each other in a race. Now then, click the timestamp which suits you the best. I'm going to quickly run through the grid. So first off, we have the first Mercedes, the W01, driven by Michael, of course, and Nico Rosberg. Then we have the 2011 machine, which also, to be fair, was meant to be a big revolution, ended up being quite a disappointing car. Then we have the 2012 machine, the W03, which won their first race in their return, of course, in the Chinese Grand Prix under Nico Rosberg. Then we kind of changed eras. Michael retired, the 7-time world champion made way for another eventual 7-time world champion in the form of Lewis Hamilton, and the W04 was born. That car, the last of the V8 era, was actually pretty successful, their best car of the 4. We then move into the dominant, all-conquering hybrid V6 era, starting off with the W05, which of course Hamilton won his 2nd world championship with. Then we have the 2015 machine, which Rosberg tried to fight back in, but to no avail. Mercedes super dominant in these early years. Then we have 2016, the car which Rosberg won his first world championship with. And then again we kind of changed eras and moved on as we headed into this new 2017 season with larger cars, wider tyres, and we had a new battle with Ferrari bouncing back. Eventually Mercedes won the championship with Hamilton yet again. Then the halo came into F1 in 2018, Hamilton yet again victorious after a long season battle versus Sebastian Vettel. 2019, we have 2 of these cars in this race. First off, the Standard Edition, which of course was one of the best, if not I think the best looking Mercedes of all time. And then we have the one-off German Grand Prix, which didn't go well for them, but we have that livery car in this video here today. Then we head into 2020, and this was of course the last car to win the Drivers' Championship with Lewis up until now, and we have the pre-season silver version, followed by of course the Black Lives Matter Dark Mode Edition, which of course was introduced when the season got back underway after COVID. And then finally we have the 2021 car, which didn't win the Drivers' Championship, won the Constructors, and that was their last one to date. A lovely car. I love how good it looked, to be fair, and I actually prefer this one to the 2020 dark version. And then finally we have the 2022 troubled W13, followed by the current W14. Taking it nice and easy here as we look to make our way through the AI. We've got, I believe, the 2020 pre-season Merc ahead of us as we make our way down to the Villeneuve chicane, and that is no grip. Okay. Oh my god. That came out of nowhere. Right then, here we go. Let's jump into it. I've made a couple of adjustments because the car was a little bit unpredictable. Very much like the real-life car. So we'll see if it helps. That's out and away we go. And the 21 car off to a pretty horrific start. So we're going to clear that one for now. We're going to challenge 22 here, the W13. That will get confusing, by the way. I've already done a few tests, and constantly naming the cars will get a little bit repetitive, so I'll try not to do it too much, but at the same time I want to try and clarify which cars I'm battling at certain times. But yeah, into the Villeneuve chicane, we're going to have a look at the one-off, one-time infamous 2019 Mercedes, of course, at Hockenheim. Celebrating 125 years, I believe, of Mercedes-Benz as a company. Anyway, P11 so far, a good start. Making our way up towards turn 9. I've got no tyre temperature, so that is a slight concern. One thing I found that really helps this car is moving the brake bars all the way to the front, as we have 2019 and 18 duking it out into Acque Minerale, and we're going to have a little look here Still side by side with the 2019 car as we lose out in the horsepower battle up to the Variante Alta. Oh, that was a bit close. Broke nice and early there, but the 2019 car didn't really commit to taking the chicane. Anyway, still P11. No big issues with that. That's fine. Just got to try and get some tyre temp. That's the immediate concern I have, as the car can be a little bit edgy on these colder tyres. We'll be using DRS from the get-go, just to kind of add to the chaos. And of course, all these cars have DRS besides the 2010 car, which was on pole. So we'll see where that, eventually ends up in this one. But a decent exit there, in fairness. Could we have a look into the chicane? Not quite. I thought about it. Bit of a battle ahead though, so we may have a chance to get a couple, and that's exactly what we've done. Side by side here with the 2018 car, though we lose out a little bit in the top speed battle, but we're holding our own at VMAX as we get crossed up into Ravazza there, not being given a lot of room as we get squeezed onto the sleeping policeman. 2018 pulls ahead in the form of, I believe, Lewis Hamilton, so we're going to try and challenge here using some engine mode of our own. At VMAX, you can see we're fighting back. Into the chicane we go. Can we go side by side through here with some AI on the Assetto Corsa? The answer is yes, we can. And 2018, yet again, the W09 comes out on top. Good scrap, this. Very good scrap. Okay, the line through there from the W09 of Lewis wasn't the best. That's given us another chance to have a look here, as we're catching up to, I think that's the 2017 car. You see a big train of cars ahead, so the V8 machines aren't exactly stretching their legs in this one, so it's a wide open race, so we'll see exactly how it all pans out. That 2018 car though looks super quick. Very, very fast, of course. That was very quick time in F1 before 2019 when they simplified the wings and the aero and things got cleaned up a little, so the car's lost some downforce. But 2017 there, out of shape as it just got its nose taken away. We're going to try and put some pressure on, but again, we just seem to be lacking a little bit in the horsepower department, which is an issue of, this current Mercedes car. Mercedes before, early on in the hybrid era, had such great engines, but you could argue, while they're super reliable at the moment, they lack a bit of top-end oomph, a bit of performance. Let's see if we can close into here. This is when we're pretty strong. We may get a chance. 2017 actually re-challenges 2018. We're going to try and set up the exit, although we just bottom out on that curb, which completely unsettles the car, and that allows 19 to go back through. Gonna have to just watch out here. Can we get that place back? I've got the AI difficulty spot on, by the way, which is great. Oh no, done it again. Somehow I've managed to save it, and we will not discuss that any further. Oh my god. 2017, off the track, hit the curb in an awkward angle and just lost control. I've maxed out the brake bias all the way to the front, by the way, so I'd love to move it even more to the front, but I can't do much more than this. So we're P9 right now. There is that train of cars still up ahead, which I'd love to catch and really get involved. I want to try and mix up with the V8s a little bit. Closing in here on one of the narrower cars. You can see the size difference before 2017 when they became absolutely massive. This looks like it could be, I want to say 2014 at initial glance, but I'm not too certain. Let's increase the engine mode and look to pass here, as we'll try and get nice and tight into Ravazza. Trying to lose the back end anymore through here if possible, so we'll brake a bit earlier and err on the side of caution. Really nice second Ravazza, and this will now put us to have a look at, I think this is 2014, I'm pretty certain, yes it is, it's 2014, if not, actually no, 2015 to be fair. Looking at the front wing, but we breeze past, make an easy one, and we're now P8, and once again we're looking at the rear end of that 2018 car. That seems to be our nemesis this race. I feel like I've got some decent pace. Let's see who is in this train. I can't hear a V8, and visually they all look like they could be, I want to say, V6 cars. I think the one at the very front of this train could be a V8, but here we go. Once again, fighting the 2018 car. This time we've got the horsepower down, and I think we might just get this one. On the inside of the first chicane, we go through, and finally we clear that pesky 18 car as we just clip 16, and that allows 18 to go back through. I'm going to try and defend here, but I don't have the confidence to hold it around the outside there, to be fair. But yeah, apologies for 16. That was not my intention. Just the slightest of love taps, which sent him into the barrier. Anyway, which we've got a lap and a half to go here, so we're going to try and give it everything. And try and pass these next 4 cars. And Minerale, absolutely perfect. Imperative now that we nail the chicane. This will give us a chance into Rabatza. A nice wide line. There we go, that's lovely. Can we have a look? Looks like actually 2018 is going to have a look, but loses a bit of performance, and we clip the back of him again there. The rear end on this car is horrible at times. That's ruined any chance of me getting a run on the main straight here, so we're just going to have to wait to see if anything happens. P7 for now. And whoa, there goes 2019. Not have it just yet. We're going to have to fight this one, which we do to good effect. Going to keep the engine mode on as well here to give it everything on this last lap. Nicely done through there. Beautifully done through Tosa. That's brought us right into play. Can we have any last minute dramatic moments in this one? I'm going to try and get close to a V8 if I could. Oh, we clipped the bump. Oh, that's not great. That ain't going to help. We're going to have to really nail the chicane. Damn it. I could have got that there. I had to hit the brakes to avoid ramming into the back, but that again set the back end of the car loose. I think we're just going to fall short here, guys. Such a shame. I really wanted to have a look at one of the V8s, but one too many mistakes. Up to the line, it's going to be P7 in this one. We'll take it though. Good fun. Really enjoyed that one. As the fireworks go off. And that is a race of all the modern Mercedes F1 cars in one race, all put together on one track at the exact same time. Now the winner of that race, surprisingly, was the very first Mercedes, the W01, the MGP Mercedes. Wow, big surprise, and it won comfortably by 18 seconds, which is incredible. So, not sure that's really realistic, but fair play, fair dues, and got to tip your cap. And the V8s held their own, 1, 2, 3, 4, all V8s in the top 4 positions. So, big surprise. Anyway, guys, I'll leave a link down below to as many of the cars I can if you want to give them a go. As always, a big shout out to the members. Subscribe to the channel, as always. That's the big thing, guys. I'm trying to reach 100k this year. F1 23 is just around the corner, so do get ready. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below your thoughts. And yeah, as always, a big shout out before to the members. Like I said, check out the 2 videos on screen, and I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Until then, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon. Adios.